short ball. Bravin moves back and falls scarcely past square leg. So this is cricket.
Victory to the Australians by 8 wickets.
He's done it! Got him! Brown, he's got two! Beautifully caught!
He's done it.
That is an excellent 100. The last ball, can you believe that?
Welcome, listeners, to our latest episode of PCCI. In our episode today, we have all of the old gang back. That is me, Aditya, and Nishant. I think we were. Yes, in the last episode, Nishant was not here and we had Amit. Classic episode. But now we have Nishant back and we are glad that he's back. So, Nishant, before I get to you,
Were you not glad that Amit was there?
वो भी सुनता है ये podcast.
Okay.
I hope.
I was glad that he was there.
Yeah, I mean, he had some thought-provoking thoughts. But with that, Aditya, good injunction. I will reach out to you because I hear that you put out a tweet for Ask PCCI and you got a question. So let us listen to the question. And then once Aditya, you tell us the question. Nishant, will you mind responding to it first before I do?
तो हमारे चाहने वालों ने हमें एक लेटर लिखा है. ये सवाल पूछा है जी कि व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट इंडियाज इनएबिलिटी टू डिसमिस टेलेंडर्स. एंड ये सवाल पूछा है हमसे ध्रुव सिंह ने,
ध्रुव सिंह,
जिनका ट्विटर हैंडल है ध्रुव सिंह 1997.
हम अपने पूरे 70 फॉलोअर्स को अर्ज करेंगे कि वो ध्रुव को भी फॉलो करें. प्लीज.
Yes, please.
With that, Nishant, yes.
Okay, so first of all, thanks a lot, Dhruv, question पूछने के लिए. बहुत celebrity type feeling आ रही है, पता नहीं क्यों. Anyway, so the question was कि
ऑल इंडिया रेडियो टाइप.
yes. तो सवाल क्या था कि why
Tailenders
India
won't
so
play.
unable to so basically मतलब Sam Curran and then Pat Cummins and of course the whole of New Zealand. So
And, I mean, New Zealand का Mount Everest.
yes. So well, I mean, I think there are two reasons. One is that somehow we have a captain. Well, there are two reasons, but they kind of merge into one. I think Kohli feels that you can just power through anything. So I clearly see a pattern where tailenders aate like after we get 5-6 wickets, there is a clear direction that the bowlers are going. They try to bounce them out, and somehow there is this fascination with short pitch, and it just doesn't seem to work. Plus, we don't. I mean, Kohli as a captain does not try things differently when he's trying to pick up tailenders. Basically, he's just hoping कि अभी we got them 140 for 6, so we should get them 180 all out, kind of an attitude. So just try to blow them away. And the other thing is that the players who, if you actually see who batted, I mean, who batted the opposition out of trouble, they were not. So I don't know how much it is to do with कि हमारे जो 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and they are literally sitting ducks, but other teams have much better tails as well. So I mean, Sam Curran is no mug. The only, well, actually all of them, even Wagner has a history of hanging in there. But yeah.
So before you complete something, I'll just maybe, and this will help you add more, because this has happened even under Dhoni, right? So
Yeah.
is it the captain who's at?
That's. Has it happened under Dhoni though? I mean, has it happened very often?
I mean, not tail, but
अरे
like
हुआ है.
we've been in a situation where like McCallum and Watling. I mean, again, they're batsmen.
नॉटिंगम 2011 यार 120 for 8 जहाँ ग्राहम सोन और इसने वो सेम ब्रॉड
No, but has it been that frequent?
it has happened. I think even Brisbane in 2014 was Dhoni captain tha na, where they were way behind, 200 out behind, and they had 3 wickets left, or Johnson and Stark and Smith pulled them out. So I think it has been happening for a while.
See, a very easy answer would be to say कि complacent हो जाते हैं, but I don't want to give an answer which is not like quantifiable. You can't say how much कोई कैसे complacent हो गया. And as professional cricketers, I don't know if that's even, ऐसे कोई complacent नहीं होता होगा, but yeah.
Do you, and again, and same as you, I don't want to give an answer which is not quantifiable. And what I like, it could happen once, like you can get complacent once, but if it happens a number of times, then I don't think a professional team should not. I don't think it happens. The other thing that comes to mind is that maybe they don't focus on planning against the tailenders, as in
Yeah.
But then that will be also something that will seem like, not just because why would you not do that, but also because does that mean that our bowlers are only capable of like are they machines? जब उनको बोलो कि यहाँ टप्पा मारो तभी विकेट मिलेगा.
I don't think so. I mean, just because the way when Bumrah was on song in Australia, the way he was getting the top order out, I mean, yeah, I don't think this is the case where like that the captain or the coach was telling them,
But even there, right? So even in Australia, we did have a problem of bowling out the tail to a lesser extent. We almost lost Adelaide to a tail and
yeah. I mean, I'm just saying that I don't think it's just the like Bumrah is not like a machine. I'm saying he has the plan. Somehow it's not.
But I have another theory. I think the top order in most cases, they have more to lose, right, to begin with. So in general, if you see against the new ball, most top orders tend to be more cautious against our bowling. We bowl well as long as we are not being attacked. So the kind of tailenders who have done well, if you look at it now, is right from the McCullum-Watling partnership. Yeah, I wouldn't call McCullum a tailender, but yeah, the counter-attack comes...
Watling.
Yeah, or Watling. But just that the match situation and the way the opposition responds. So if Sam Curran was a Gillespie-like tailender, I don't think he'd have done well against us. So even in this recent series, Jamieson...
Yeah, there was like a counter-attack kind of thing.
Jamieson was scoring at 70-80 strike rate of that, right? So one thing which we tended to miss was that we were bowling short. Okay, so you stick to a plan. But then you have no short leg, you don't have a leg gully. You at least attempt something and make them uncomfortable with that pull shot or something like that. I don't see any of that. So what Kohli typically does is he has this in-out field. And how frequently have we seen this last ball of the over going for a single when the tail has to be shielded? So that's also something we see very often. So it's clearly a tactical issue at some level, and I don't think there is also a sense of denial. I don't think either Kohli or Shastri in any of their press conferences have admitted to there being a problem in the first case.
No, and I also don't remember किसी ने पूछा भी है. Like I don't know. I mean, there have been talks in articles and blogs, and Bhogle speaking about it, but actual press conferences, I don't remember if
so we talk about this, and let's not forget that, I mean, this is a listener question, right? So this is, with all due respect to Dhruv, this is not a fact, right? It's a question. And I think we also need, like, we have given Kohli and Shastri enough, like we've said enough about them. But let us take a step back and maybe Aditya, do you is it really a problem though? Like we played against South Africa, Bangladesh, West Indies before this, and there was no problem. Is it something like it happens every 10, 12 or test, and then we are again reminded of it? Like,
no, I think
it even a problem?
No, I think it happens quite frequently. Even in the home tests, you had Muthuswamy and वो कौन था यार उसके साथ में Dane Pete and Maharaj.
Yeah.
Very often scoring 120, 130 plus runs. Just the fact that in India it very often doesn't matter. so we don't talk about it when this happens in India. We only take notice once in 10 or 12 tests when we end up losing a test match because of it overseas.
But
I
it's
don't-
not one in 10, 12 overseas also. Like Sam Curran did twice or thrice in one series. I mean, Jamieson did twice in 2 matches. So
Yeah.
it's not that
It's
infrequent.
not just Sam Curran. That very series, the Oval Test had broad scoring runs in the last test.
Yeah.
So in Australia, it was pretty much Pat Cummins and Nathan Lyon scoring every
Yeah.
single test match. So
I mean, Lyon and Hazelwood
Hazelwood.
almost took them home in the first match.
2014 Johnson and Stark in that test match
Yeah.
in Gabba. So it happens so frequently that I don't think it's anymore just us overreacting over a few test matches here and there.
Yeah, but the same teams also play against other teams, and somehow I don't know. I mean, because
I
we
mean,
are
Sri
literally
Lanka,
the worst, right?
for example, Watling and again, I keep going back to Watling, but like he's done this to other teams as well, right?
चलो
Yeah,
Watling तक तो ठीक है, but Sam Curran, let's take Sam Curran after that. So how many test matches did he win for England in the West Indies? He scored here and there, but did he end up?
Did he even play in the West Indies? Wasn't
Yeah,
there a whole?
he did. They got thrashed, no, in that 2 test matches. They
He played because there was all this talk, na, like the previous series, the man of the series is not even in the.
yeah.
in
So he
the
played
thing.
the first test, and then they dropped him for I think
Okay.
in the second test probably. So we do have a problem. I don't think the team management admits it often enough openly. And you typically look at the kind of bowlers who do well against the tail, right? So usually I think when Kumble was at his peak, that's when we were reasonably okay against the tail. So I remember 2007-8 mein, even 7 when we toured England. So Anderson and Panesar and that lower order wouldn't last a few overs against Kumble. So we need at least a leg spinner there. Probably Kuldeep might have helped, but Kuldeep then against the top order may not be as useful.
Yeah.
So
Lower order आ ही नहीं पाया तो out कैसे करेगा?
out कैसे करेगा?
Yeah.
So it's a tricky problem. I'm not saying that there is a solution to that immediately in front of us. It might be Bumrah getting his Yorkers back in more of it in the test format, but he doesn't do that often enough. So we have to change it. I think we have been doing more of the same for really long against the tail.
Yeah.
Either go short of a length and we don't change our plans quick enough. So Jamieson ke against, we saw that he was pulling the ball well in the first test. He went and did more of the same against him in the second game, and he ran away with the game very quickly. So
Yeah, and why don't I don't know, like with Bolt also, like he was just I mean he was just throwing his bat at it. So and Bumrah is supposedly the best T20 and ODI bowler. So why can't you get into that zone? So yeah, I mean there is definitely some tactical.
it's also a problem of skill probably. So I don't think maybe Ishant, but Ishant is too conservative a bowler in his approach right now, although he's effective against the top order. So we don't have anyone probably with the surety that at least Shami, right? So Shami can bowl some really good balls, but then I don't think he can bowl 5 deliveries at the same spot, and I don't think he has the control to pull that off. Probably that is an issue against the tail.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say that we don't have the answer. If we did,
Yes.
if we did, then we would be working for ESPN Cricinfo, because clearly BCCI will not hire us or anybody competent. Which brings me to the next topic that I quickly wanted for us to go over. Before I then do that, we were taking listeners' question, and we took this question from Dhruv. A week or two ago, we did something like this. Ask PCCI then also, and back then another listener by the name of Shrikant Sahu had sent us this, that he had heard the Super Series episode of ours and he enjoyed it, and he wanted us to do an episode about different captains in history and the crazy decisions that they took. It's not a question per se,
Yeah.
but it's just something, and maybe at some point we should do. But to Shrikant, the one instance that I can remember is that during in the 30s or early 40s during an Ashes test when the pitch was really like a snake. Bradman decided to flip the batting order, so the number 11 and the number 10 went into open, and Bradman batted at number 7 in that game and still made like a century, which he did in every game, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I think the craziest decision that kind of comes to my mind. Any crazy decisions that you guys can think of?
Bishan Bedi declaring with 5 wickets in hand.
I mean, of course, there's Greg Chappell. That was more than crazy. That was like pathetic. It was
Yeah,
crazy.
that was pathetic.
Yeah. It wasn't like innovative or anything, that you're trying to do something. It was definitely not in the right spirit.
Ganguly deciding to field first in the 2003 final.
Arey yaar, that's like, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
like Ganguly, but had we batted, we would have still lost. So let's not.
Yeah, I mean, that team was too strong, and also, yeah, I mean,
No, yeah, we had a reasonably a batting lineup which was doing reasonably well in that tournament. So
I mean, I know Ganguly ne but I know Ganguly ne what logic did he give that?
it was a greenish track or
No, he said you settle down when you're all together on the field.
Oh.
So because of the occasion, like the big occasion, you want to like settle down the nerves. So everybody wanted to be together on the field. I mean, you can be together. Like 9 of you will be together if you were, sitting back in there as well. Or Sachin or Sehwag the, so I'm guessing you don't need those to really.
Actually, a bigger blunder than that was the Champions Trophy final mein to field first. That was
2017. Yeah,
2017 में.
That was
a
just
no-brainer.
again. That was kind of an arrogance, right? कि हम कुछ भी chase कर लेंगे.
क्योंकि नहीं वो भी नहीं उसी टूर्नामेंट में पहले गेम में you had scored 330 plus and Pakistan was just blown away and Pakistan is known to not chase well.
Yeah.
And you then go ahead and decide कि 2 spinner रख के हम लोग we'll bowl first or I don't know.
Yeah.
That I think that's a far more ridiculous decision than 2003 actually. Yeah.
And another
But-
crazy, I mean, weird decision in Indian context. That Dravid declaration with Tendulkar on 194 was
I think that
wildly
was a
crazy at times.
Great decision.
No, it was it was very brave, but just by Indian standards, it was totally,
Right.
totally. Yeah, I mean, I didn't see it coming. Nobody saw it coming.
No, only by Indian standards it was brave.
Yeah. Only in Indian
By
context,
most other standards it was logical. That's all.
yeah.
But yeah, in hindsight, people might say that you had an entire day's play left and it didn't matter much. So
Hindsight is 2020.
2020.
Is the year that we live in. One thing, and this tells you how limited our pod is. And I don't want to do it. I did not want to do this live, but this just came to me. We should be talking about a huge thing that happened, guys. I mean, our women team went to the World Cup final, and we haven't had any discussion.
Yeah, and since we already and what happened was pretty much like the 2003 World Cup final.
But I think they were overawed by the occasion. But I think Aditya followed the game fairly closely. So Aditya, your
no,
thoughts?
I was scarred. So it was it felt very much like the 2003 final. But I think I'll give them the benefit of doubt. Like the 2003 team was far more like entrenched in a very professional setup and stuff like that. I don't think this team has the luxury still. So, and it clearly showed that the Australians play a lot of Big Bash and at least they know how to handle a bigger occasion.
So because I mean, the moment I checked the score, I like highlights देखने की भी हिम्मत नहीं हुई मेरी. So
मैंने मेरी भी.
did they really? I mean, did Australia really blow them, or were there मतलब pressure में आके misfielding and all those?
So the way we began was with 3 full tosses, right? So Deepti Sharma began with
Like Zahir Khan.
like Zahir Khan's 3 wides. So she
Yeah.
began with 3 full tosses, and it looked like I don't know. It looked like they came out with this intent to just go after the bowling, and they knew that something was not right with us. So it felt like things were going to go wrong. And the very same over, we also ended up dropping a catch. So I think it was pretty much done by the end of the second over. body language wise. And there was no coming back. Like once they were, and it is some of the most brutal hitting in a final that you will ever see. It's like one side showed no nerves to begin with, and some of the hitting. So Elisa Hilika, some of the sixes were actually outside of the entire the larger MCG circle. Those sixes would have been even in men's cricket, when people comment that people don't have the hitting power anymore, I think some of those sixes were really huge. It's as good a hitting piece of hitting in a World Cup final that I've seen in my life.
Wow.
So-
Oh, by the way, this like boundaries being shortened, and I don't think that's true to the extent that people.
It
say
used
it
to
is.
be a decade ago, probably.
No, I'm just saying, comparing even the sixes that women cricketers are hitting. Like I see a lot of sixes, like in the other highlights that I saw.
Like Shefali was
yeah,
on six.
Shefali
like-
sixes have, yeah.
And even the New Zealand player who almost took them home in
The spinner,
yeah,
Amelia Kerr.
Emilia Kerr, yes.
Amelia Kerr, yeah. So they were like 75, 79-meter sixes. So, I mean, the boundaries even in men's cricket are 75.
Yeah. So I think a lot of that is, I think, a perception issue. Some of these batting against spin in this tournament has been actually better than a lot of men's cricket batting against spin. To be honest, I don't think the Indian men's team has anyone who bats as well against spin as Shefali Verma has done in this tournament. So
Agreed.
the inside-out hitting, I think, is far better than. I don't think even Kohli bats that way.
No, I mean,
against spin.
Shefali Verma was, if you look at the relative strike rates, she's actually much better than Kohli. And even
And-
Rohit, I think.
How fitting is that this season, actually the international season, has ended with 85,000 at MCG, and that's pretty much the last big cricketing action that we'll get for a while.
Yeah.
Did
And
we ever imagine?
one of them tested positive for COVID-19. You're right. So
Yeah, but just coming back to the occasion, right? I think it did feel like, I think it felt more like a world final than even the 2019 Cricket World Cup final. Actually, the atmospherics of it, it really felt like a big event final. The build up to it and the crowd and stuff like that. So this cliche is often overused. Cricket is the real winner or ace up, but I think that day was more about the occasion than anything else. So इसीलिए इतना बुरा नहीं लगा the end of it. And
So,
Yeah.
just a quick interjection. India, like the Indian women team, did play another World Cup final just 2 years before. So we cannot just say that like they were like, because they've seen the occasion, they felt the occasion. So and I know that and because for our listeners, Aditya manages the PCCI account, so I'm like, I'll have to throw accusations at him. And I know that you tweeted about how they seemed overawed by
so
the occasion.
that was more in the context of people going on and on about comparing, so putting it in the same bracket as Kohli's side losing multiple knockout games.
But this is like second time in 2 years, right?
Yeah, which
For them.
is a big jump in itself, right? So I think Indian women's cricket is probably where the men's team was in 2002-03. Basically, that's where I would put it at. So I don't think it can be put in the same bracket as Kohli losing Kohli's side losing Champions Trophy final or something like that. I don't think the odds were the same here in any case.
Oh,
we
yeah,
clearly lost to a
definitely,
far
yeah.
better side and a side which was much more
Uh-huh.
prepared.
And even
But we did
the-
beat them in the league stage, and we did beat them fairly easily. I mean,
Completely different conditions though. Like it was a very spin heavy, a very Indianish track in the first game. So
and also there is no perception, like I'm saying perception because India is not the best limited overs team, but because it's India, it's touted as the favorite every time any series or anything starts. But that's not the case with the women's team anyway. So I mean, they are not in the same bracket as Kohli's.
I think in terms of professionalism, England and Australia are far ahead of the curve, and they've been professional
and
for a longer
New
time.
Zealand
now.
has been New Zealand
Zealand.
completes the big three in women cricket, I think.
Women's cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was in the context of that. I don't mean to say that okay, these guys haven't played an occasion, but I don't think they've clearly been professional for long enough, and it shows. So
Just a thought, and I know that I mean, I agree that our setup, Indian women cricket setup, is not as professional. I think, and this year is gone, but I think starting next year, if we do like a 4-team IPL or WIPL or whatever you want to call it, I think that potentially might help them.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And I also have a bigger. I think if you have one more cycle of professionalism in women's cricket, I think you will see a lot more fast bowlers coming out. Probably we are one cycle away or one generation away from that, basically. So what you see now is a lot of spin bowling, but I think with a lot of other things, once the athleticism improves, once the system is more professional, I think India can feed into quick bowling becoming much more common in women's cricket. So
Um, and to our listeners, this is how much I rely on my fellow hosts on cricket. IPL का सीन क्या है अभी? क्या होने वाला है नहीं होने वाला है?
नहीं पोस्टपोन तो हो गया ना अप्रैल 15 तक.
लेकिन होगा.
I mean, they have just said that we are monitoring and we will decide, as things evolve.
अप्रैल 15 तक कुछ ठीक नहीं होने वाला. क्या नहीं हो रहा इस
तो
बार IPL मतलब basically.
वर्ल्ड T20 नहीं होगा, लेकिन IPL जरूर हो जाएगा.
हाँ ये जरूर है. अक्टूबर में वर्ल्ड T20 की जगह IPL हो जाएगा. So,
गांगुली बोलेगा we'll pull out of the World Cup,
yeah.
क्योंकि हम लोगों को हमारा लीग खेलने नहीं मिला, so we are not prepared. It is unfair. इसलिए हम लोग वर्ल्ड T20 अगले साल खेलते हैं. एनीवे हो ही रहा है 2021 में.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया को कैंसिल ही करते हैं इस बार.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया को कैंसिल कर देते हैं, कुछ और दे देंगे उनको. बेसिकली we'll give them 3 one-dayers free. हमारे तरफ से.
हाँ, कोई
3 वनडेज अवे.
Yeah. And कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो, किसी भी टीम को कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो तो वो इंडिया आके 3 वनडे खेल सकते हैं. Bilaterals.
हाँ. I think
अपने पॉडकास्ट को रेडिट पे गाली पड़ी थी सिर्फ इसी.
भाई Reddit पे गाली पढ़ना is like a badge of honor.
हाँ. बट
अपन सेल्फ हेटर्स हैं.
नहीं, बट ऐसा लगता है क्या कि ये बहुत फार फेच सिनेरियो है? आई डोंट थिंक सो.
क्या नहीं हो सकता
बीसीसीआई
है.
के सच में ये हो सकता है.
No, I mean, maybe cancelling World Cup and having the IPL is a little bit too far-fetched, but something, which will...
See, there is an Asia Cup
actually
which is scheduled for... नहीं, there is an Asia Cup scheduled for September. ठीक है. और वो
Actually, what
होस्ट
that
करने
will
वाला है.
happen.
वो पाकिस्तान होस्ट करने वाला है.
वो तो
UAE
गया.
करेगा.
वो तो
UAE
गया.
वो तो गॉन्जो है.
वो तो गॉन्जो है. मतलब UAE करेगा, मतलब इट्स बेसिकली PCB ही करेगा. तो मतलब इट्स गया. मतलब सो दैट तो वो तो रहेगा ही नहीं. मतलब
वो टूर्नामेंट मेरे लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है यार.
मेरे लिए भी. That is the one tournament outside of the ICC events which I look forward to.
I
Yeah.
look forward to only that tournament, not even the ICC.
नो बट
वो
डेफिनेटली कुछ
content
ऐसा
लगता
तो
है
हो
यार.
सकता है कि आईपीएल के चक्कर में द वार्म अप मैचेस नहीं होंगे कुछ वर्ल्ड कप के, या थोड़ा वर्ल्ड कप शिफ्ट हो जाएगा इधर उधर. दैट इज टोटली फीजिबल.
But I enjoyed the last Asia Cup, जो UAE में हुआ था. It was a good tournament. अफगानिस्तान यहाँ जीत गया था. फिर
हांगकांग ने अपन को अच्छा फाइट दिया था यार.
हांगकांग ने
Yeah.
फाइट दिया था. तो वो काफी डेमोक्रेटिक टूर्नामेंट है क्रिकेट के स्टैंडर्ड से. मतलब आईसीसी तो इंटरनेशनल टूर्नामेंट में हांगकांग को नहीं जगह देगा. वहाँ हम लोग एशिया कप में खिला रहे हैं उसको. सो ओमान played an Asia Cup, so I think Asia Cup should stay.
एंड इज इट अ T20 Asia Cup?
This year it is scheduled to be a T20.
Because of the World Cup, okay.
Yeah. अरे सार्क कोऑपरेशन से नहीं है. मोदी जी तो अभी
फिर वही बात है. इसका क्या
दूसरी लिंक पे करो भाई.
So this brings me to the next topic. So recently as in 2 days ago, BCCI released their list of contracted commentators for the BCCI hosted series, and there was a prominent name missing from the list, and this is the first time that has happened since
Harsha Bhogle, right?
Sanjay Manjrekar. Yes, very
No.
funny.
Since Harsha Bhogle, he's
No, yeah, since Harsha Bhogle, but I was saying that so Sanjay Manjrekar started commenting in 1998, and this is the first time that he's not been picked, and this is not the first time that we said that he's not a good commentator. So clearly something else happened.
yeah.
And so before we talk about that, I just want to read to you the tweet that Sanjay Manjrekar tweeted on March 15th. That is when we are recording the tweet, so about 8 hours ago. He said that I have always considered commentary as a great privilege, but never an entitlement. It is up to my employers whether they choose to have me or not, and I will always respect that. Maybe BCCI has not been happy with my performance of late. I accept that as a professional. That is what he tweeted. Now it's an open season for the two of you. आदित्य जहाँ से खत्म किया था वहीं से शुरू हो जाओ. शार्दुल गांगुली के बारे में बताओ मुझे.
So then let Nishant go first.
Just see, there is no. I mean, obviously, BCCI hasn't put out any statement, right? It's when do they ever do? So it's purely political.
Thank you, Jay Shah.
Yeah, I mean, छोटे शाह को थोड़ा problem है because we all know there's because see, first of all, if it was just about being Sanjay Manjrekar's commentary, he should have not been picked, many years ago.
Long time ago, yeah, exactly.
So that is definitely not the reason. The other thing is that the in the last cycle they didn't renew Harsha Bhogle, which was also because of the same reasons. Because then you can't say कि Harsha Bhogle और संजय मंजरेकर एक ही लेवल की घटिया commentary करते हैं, तो दोनों को renew नहीं कराया था. So yeah, I mean it's clearly motivated. और ये जो अपने शार्दुल गांगुली हैं, वो बस अब नाम के ही दादा रह गए हैं. दादागिरी किसी और की चल रही है अभी.
No, seriously यार. मतलब तो लेकिन ठीक है, मैं समझ सकता हूँ.
I mean Ganguly basically he tags Jay Shah in every tweet like hello how are you Jay Shah, like kind of, I mean
ऐसे नहीं, मेरे घर में आज पानी आ रहा है.
तूने किया था. PCCI tweeted.
Yeah.
मेरे घर में thank you Jay Shah. That's what counts. So basically, I mean, and this is a larger discussion that is outside of this pod, but just I'll take a minute. Like, you guys must have been reading this news that people are being identified positive for the coronavirus, and instead of staying in the government,
Thank you, Jay Shah.
नहीं, not for that. And instead of staying in the government mandated quarantine facilities, they are running away from it. Like अभी आपके ANI BND वालों ने गए अपन. ANI के BND लोगों ने कहा है कि मतलब उन्होंने ट्वीट किया कि दो लोग भागे. ठीक है.
From where? Like I know someone in Gujarat did it, someone in Karnataka also did it. अभी ये दो कहाँ के?
अभी मैं बता रहा हूँ. मुझे एक सेकंड. I think you 3 suspected coronavirus patients run away from government hospitals in Maharashtra's Ahmednagar district. ठीक है. 3. तो the reason is that people don't trust institutions in India, and people don't trust institutions because institutions act like feudal lords, just like BCCI is doing right now. And if you know that your relationship with the institutions is like Raja and Praja, you will you're basically run away any time that you get. And in the end, when it comes to Ganguly, no matter what he feels, the thing is that he knows that Jay Shah's father can fuck him up basically any time he wants, and he'll toe the line. मतलब not to defend him, and
Jay Shah's father can actually tie Ganguly and make him stand in front of Shoaib Akhtar without wearing any protective gear.
Exactly. So. And that's Ganguly's biggest nightmare. The Ganguly को अभी भी सपने आते हैं उस चीज के.
Yeah.
But there is a larger institutional problem that you mentioned is we often complain about how BCCI Indian cricket commentary is so banal and there is often no insight and stuff, right? So if you look at the kind of commentary we often enjoy, what is it that we enjoy about cricket commentary? We enjoy opinionated commentators a lot. So you may not necessarily agree with what Michael Holding often says or what Ian Chappell used to say, but the reason why we used to enjoy listening to Channel 9 or even Sky Sports now is because you know that it's the person speaking and not an institution speaking. So it's been a deep-rooted problem in BCCI for a really long time now.
I mean, that's why Holding and Chappell don't get India matches gigs, right? Because they don't. They've decided not to adhere to what the BCCI contract is.
So you might, if you were to just list out memorable commentary in the last decade or so, how many of them will be from cricket played in India? Can you even think of one? It doesn't, because it's so sterilized and it's so banal that I don't even think this entire environment isn't fertile for any kind of good commentary. So why single out Sanjay Manjrekar anymore just for that?
No, I
So-
mean, even in IPL, right? Abhi IPL mein you see, right? Every now and then they will pan to, whichever city, they'll pan to a shot of the city from a distance. No matter what city it is, and especially if it's a Gora commentator. What a colorful place, what a beautiful city, what a vibrant city, I mean, it's कभी कभी लगता है भाई हो गया यार मतलब कितना
Which takes me to the Indian tour episode from the documentary The Test on Amazon Prime and the tabla.
Yeah. Before the tabla episode, there is I don't know the name of the instrument, but basically, the Middle Eastern whatever in the UAE series.
I blame BBC for that. भक्तों की तरह. I am with them. मतलब BBC ने इतना डॉक्यूमेंट्री बनाया. Even Attenborough के वाइल्ड लाइफ डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज if you see, the moment they show a tiger, तबला बजना जरूरी है.
Yeah.
रणथंबोर का अगर कुछ दिख रहा है तो तबला बजेगा ही बजेगा बैकग्राउंड में. तो इट्स एज इफ वो पैब्लोवियन रेस्पॉन्स रहता है ना कि उसके बिना वो लोग एसोसिएट नहीं कर पाते हैं कि इंडिया दिख रहा है सामने. But another thing that I noticed about that documentary, The Test, was that इंडिया में सेम बसेस यूज करते हैं क्या जिसमें हम लोग बैंगलोर ट्रैवल करते हैं उसी टाइप का ट्रैवल बसेस में वो लोग
क्या ले आएंगे तो और क्या लाएंगे उनके लिए अलग से.
क्यों नेशनल अगर कोई टीम है स्पोर्टिंग टीम को करा रहे हो तो बीसीसीआई के पास 50 ग्राउंड है समझो. कैन द बीसीसीआई नॉट हैव देयर ओन बसेस वेयर दे ट्रांसपोर्ट पीपल?
No, but maybe the buses are that, but there are like बाहर से वो वैसे दिखती होंगी, but अंदर से they must be.
नहीं अंदर से भी मैंने देखा. फिंच जिस खिड़की के पास बैठा था वो धुला नहीं था यार ठीक से. तो
Yeah, now to be fair, Bangalore का शॉट था वो, right? And
हाँ.
maybe अगर सुबह धुल के भी आया होगा तो so won't take long to get
तो
dirty.
प्रॉब्लम इज कि ये 4K HD में सब दिखता है तो these are the
Yeah.
things you start noticing. तो
Yeah.
ये 20 साल पहले के डॉक्यूमेंट्री में शायद नोटिस नहीं करता बट देन आई फेल्ट लाइक दिस इज एग्जैक्टली द काइंड ऑफ बस विच कॉलेज का पिकनिक में अगर जाते हैं हम लोग तो हमको इसी में लेके जाते हैं. तो वेयर एज यू लुक एट द बसेस दैट दे यूज इन इंग्लैंड इट फील्स लाइक यार कोई एलीट एथलेटिक्स साइड को कोई लेके जा रहा है वैसा टाइप का. जस्ट कंप्लीटली टेंजेंशियल पॉइंट. डजंट मीन दैट ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम को अच्छा बस मिलना चाहिए. जस्ट से.
So, do you want to? I mean, since we are already on the topic, so
Let's just start. Aditya,
So
first thoughts.
it's over dramatized for sure, and it looks like okay they've assigned a role to everybody there. So Justin Langer has to be this typical Australian tough cookie. Waisa.
So just to butt in, don't do a Rajeshri kind of a review. So let me. So I mean, I know किसी को पता नहीं होगा अपने listeners में Rajeshri.
But इसमें क्या है spoiler? So
yes. No, not spoiler. Just describe like वो है क्या. I mean.
So they've gone. So they've
what is it about? What is it about?
Yeah. So they've gone on from the point where the Sandpaper Gate incident happens, and how the Australian side rebuilds from then, which is the lowest point in their history or whatever they claim. So of course they have to claim that to make that upward this thing trajectory look much more dramatic.
Yeah, it's basically that underdog story.
So they are
redemption.
So it's a PR exercise for Australian cricket essentially.
Yes.
So at that lowest point, how they make themselves into a likable Australian side, and what is that elite honesty thing that they mentioned, right?
Yeah.
So play hard but fair to establish all these cliched principles about Australian cricket.
There are multiple shots of or multiple clips of Justin Langer saying, there is a line between banter and abuse, banter and abuse. So, and by the way, again, I'll go on a tangent. We were talking about that Mumbai Indians documentary as well, which I don't know why you are calling it a documentary in the first place.
We watched, both of us have watched it. So Raj and I have watched it.
So I just started it, and then there is Hotstar pe there is a Chennai Super Kings one as well.
Roar of the Tiger.
Which is the worst of them.
So the only thing is, I don't know. I was actually trying to read up on the Mumbai Indians wala, but it's some weird name of the production company that I found, which somehow I know it's going to be, अपने अंबानी भाई ओन करते होंगे उसको किसी ना किसी एंगल से, but this one, the test and the one on Chennai Super Kings, they are actually produced by the franchise. Like Cricket Australia TV has produced this one, and CSK has produced that one. So to all the people who might be seeing this and feeling ki, oh, kitna inspirational hai and all those things, like in the CSK one, Dhoni's crying in a scene where he's saying it was an emotional comeback and all those things. Similarly, maybe those shots of Langer saying that literally hum log gadde mein the, and then how we. So I mean, I don't know. People should think more about who has created them before just jumping in and basically बेवकूफ बन जाते हैं लोग कभी-कभी.
So one thing that you'll get to watch in this is basically India's win in Australia. I don't think BCCI is ever going to give you any footage of something which is memorable. So BCCI
and there is no interview of any Indian player as well, right? In fact,
Bogle is the only guy.
Bogle is the only guy, yeah.
So that is the only bit you will find relatable, but I like the Ashes part a lot. So that Stokes innings is worth reliving, especially from the sidelines.
Yeah.
You see how Smith is fidgety, for example. And
Langer actually says, right, when they are 8 down, he's like, Stokesy has had one hell of a summer. So, I mean, he was like,
तो मैं 2 मिनट, तुम लोग मुंबई इंडियंस वाली डॉक्यूमेंट्री की बात की, तो 2 मिनट में उस पे कुछ
मुझे भी उसके बारे में बोलना है. You go and then I'll go after that. Yeah.
Okay, so we should not forget. I'm just putting it out there कि हमने start किया था the test review करने के लिए. तो हम बात करते generally we just go somewhere else. But
we should
so I'll just set it up for Cricket Fever for you. So basically, even this is a propaganda PR kind of a documentary, as every other documentary.
So based on your suggestion, I actually started it. In the very first few seconds, what's his name? Akash Ambani is sitting in a meeting, and he's actually saying it to the camera.
Nothing in this room.
Secrecy is very important. Nothing in this room is going to go out, and that was it. I said, "Ho gaya."
That, and then in the immediate next frame, when they are listing down players who they want to bid for the next day. So I think John Wright, or I think it's John Wright who says this, right? Robin Singh or John Wright, one of them says, you are aiming too low if you are spending all your money on Krunal Pandya. But Akash Bhai then tells him, no, I want him.
So this is what I wanted to talk about. Ki the whole documentary is a PR piece for how good a businessman Akash Ambani can be. ठीक है. और उन्होंने ना 3 लोकल बॉम्बे के लोग भी बैठा के रखे जो हाइलाइट्स देखते हैं, पर अपन को ऐसा बता रहे हैं कि ये लाइव देख रहे हो, ठीक है. और फिर वो बोलते हैं, ओ माय गॉड विकेट गिर गया, अब क्या होगा.
वो अंकल को देखा जो बार्बर शॉप में जो अंकल है.
हाँ, वही मेरे दिमाग में घूम रहे थे.
हाँ. तो बेसिकली मैं तुमको तभी व्हाट्सएप में भी मैंने बोला था ना, तो हु आर दीज पीपल मैन हु सेलिब्रेट लाइक अ रैंडम बाउंड्री 4th ball of the 3rd over when the match is yet to be set up.
Who get paid for doing that? मेरे को पैसा दो, मैं भी करूंगा. Big deal.
मरीन ड्राइव पे बैठ के देख रहे हैं वो लोग मैच. हाँ, मतलब वहां पे फोन पे और वो हर मैच उन लोगों ने मरीन ड्राइव पे वहीं बैठ के फोन पे देखा है,
क्योंकि साथ में एक बार शूट
क्योंकि वहां पे जियो का कनेक्शन अच्छा आता है.
और खुले में जाना पड़ता है
कि they basically like when they made the documentary, they had a few, like even within the team, right, like just like you were talking about Langer, right? Like Langer is the tough cookie in the test. Similarly, if you go to the movement document, there's Mahela Jayawardene.
Like
the patriarch.
Fuck like, बोलना है उसको हर दूसरे लाइन में to establish that.
And इतना इंटरेस्ट ईशान किशन में उसका बाप नहीं लेता जितना महिला जयवर्धने का. Literally, no. You need to go to the gym. No, a video game? You playing video game now? You need
और पोलार्ड रामू काका है उनके टीम का. The Pollard is the team का patriarch
I
basically.
want और दी अंबानी फैमिली ने क्या फक यू बोला दुनिया को. देखा वो एक एपिसोड जब लोग पूरी टीम को लोग अपने घर लाते हो फिर घर के अंदर. सो निशांत, यू हैव नॉट सीन इट
No.
टू लिसन टू व्हाट आई एम सेइंग.
Treasure hunt
The
खिला रहे हैं
whole
उनसे.
the whole team comes into the Ambani house and then the team is divided into different teams and they play
They are
treasure
running
hunt
around.
inside the house, inside the Ambani.
Yeah.
as a team building exercise.
हाँ. That is what they tell you, but that is आकाश अंबानी का fantasy cricket.
बेसिकली समझ रहा है ना. वो पूरे घर में
Yeah,
उन्होंने
I
चीजें
mean-
रखती है और ये सारे क्रिकेटर्स भाग, इंक्लूडिंग जयवर्धने एंड पोलार्ड, ये लोग भाग रहे हैं अंबानी के घर में चीजें ढूंढ रहे हैं. मतलब
थक गए, बीच में थक गए तो अमिताभ बच्चन सलमान खान पानी पिलाने के लिए भी खड़े होंगे. Who knows?
So हमारे जैसों के लिए fantasy cricket खेलना है तो Dream 11 है. आकाश अंबानी को जब खेलना होता है तो वो बोलता है चलो
Yeah,
टीम.
actually.
ऐसे टपली मारो
Certain-
जयवर्धन को तो जा लाइन में जा. ऐसा है.
Oh, there is this one shot, I think in the second episode, in the first episode, ये बहुत पहले देखा तो याद नहीं है. So the end of it, you have this Siddesh Lad और ये team का, I think there is a net session which goes on and they end that episode with that and the camera pans to this bird's eye view of the ground. ठीक है. और वो entire shot का point क्या है पता है? Can you guess? मतलब वो ध्यान से देखोगे समझेगा. वो stands में जो chair जो अलाइन किया होता है, so it forms this geo वाला pattern.
ये हाँ.
तो the camera pans and it just stays there for a couple of seconds and that's where the episode ends. अरे हमको समझ में आता है तुम कर क्यों रहे हो चीज, ठीक है. It's not even subtle advertising. So see, the test is also PR. This is also PR, but you can
Yeah.
do PR in a slightly more subtle fashion.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely the access that the test has into the meetings and all is. I mean, even without seeing the Mumbai Indians one, I'm sure it's never going to happen.
Some of it, for example, the post leads, they show you a team meeting, right? So I think the dressing room footage is quite legit. So
Yeah. I mean, like he's actually, there is in fact when Stokes, so basically Payne wasted a DRS and then Stokes actually was LBW but didn't have a review left. Langer actually kicks a
dustbin.
dustbin, and then he's putting back all the trash. after he
Plastic
realizes-
bottles.
Yeah. So those kind of things. So first of all, I mean, Shastri to dustbin को लात मारता है खुद ना गिर जाए. First of all, so it's those kind of things.
शास्त्री
are
उतना
not
मेहनत
gonna-
नहीं करेगा यार. शास्त्री ने किसी को रखा
Actually,
होगा
yeah.
लात मारने.
Yes, and I mean, yeah, it's the level of access is not going to be there.
Aditya, quick question to you, and because I've not seen the test and I've seen the Mumbai Indian documentary, sadly.
You have seen the more entertaining one.
I have seen both of it. So yeah, shoot.
So, quick question to you: your thoughts on Ishan Kishan as a person, as a human?
I've never thought this hard about Ishan Kishan as a person, before I watched this documentary. So ये पहली बार था when I actually thought कि ईशान किशन का personality कैसे होगा. So बंदा रात को वीडियो गेम खेलता है. That's what you know.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like he has this amazing opportunity to prove himself and basically like take the next step. But he doesn't give a shit. He's
No.
just
Don't they show that trajectory that he takes? And there is this one game where he just scores a 40 ball 70 or something.
हाँ end में मतलब
End
end
में.
में but
तो finally उन लोगों ने they were building towards that. They wanted you to think कि ईशान किशन is so useless. He doesn't do anything with the opportunities. But then they end on a high कि
Character arc complete.
character are complete ना. तो आकाश अंबानी का pick है, right? So आकाश अंबानी is the young guy. I'll tell you how the cricket fever is structured. Akash Ambani is a young guy and he's leaving an imprint on Mumbai Indians, which is a DNA of a young side. तो इसलिए वो he picks Ishan Kishan क्योंकि वो youngster है. तो you get that. तो branding exercise complete.
हाँ और मैंने भी एक साल पहले देखा था. रोहित शर्मा वर्मा के बारे में ज्यादा नहीं दिखाया ना कुछ.
नहीं ना क्योंकि
जयवर्धने
it was
ईशान
about
किशन
Akash Ambani.
और सिद्धेश लाड और उसकी फैमिली.
अच्छा तो मुझे ये बोल सिद्धेश लाड
I
सिद्धेश लाड
know.
looks like someone who is an introvert. ठीक है, I can relate to सिद्धेश लाड. अगर मैं उस टीम में होता तो मैं शायद सिद्धेश लाड की तरह होता एक साइड में. But then I wouldn't do this on camera. मैं अपने कोच को जाके ये नहीं बोलता तू मुझे कब खिला रहा है. Right?
ऐसा वो उस मोमेंट में डिसाइड हो गया था. उस मोमेंट में समझ गया था कि ये सब स्क्रिप्टेड है.
हाँ.
उस मोमेंट वो वहां तक पहुंचना पड़ा तो.
So they have. So, सिद्धेश लाड फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लुक्स लाइक अ पर्सन हु नोज दैट उसका उस टीम में फ्रिंजेस में जगह है. ही इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी इन द टॉप 11 क्योंकि दे आल्सो शो यू. आई थिंक देयर इज अ इंसिडेंट वेयर एलिवेटर में ही इज विद समवन एल्स, हार्दिक पांड्या या कोई, बुमराह या कोई, एंड सिद्धेश लाड को हमेशा ऐसे दिखाया कि वो दुखी है, उसको फर्स्ट 11 में जगह नहीं मिलेगा.
अरे उसका लव स्टोरी देखा है, उसके बारे में तो बता.
वो सिद्धेश लाड का था क्या? वो आदित्य तरे का था यार.
आदित्य तरे का था, सॉरी. अच्छा उस पे भी आना है, मैं कंफ्यूज. अब दोनों एक ही जैसे.
तो सिद्धेश लाड जिसका पर्सनालिटी उन लोगों ने एस्टेब्लिश किया कि वो बहुत दुखी है एंड ही इज वेरी शाई एंड इंट्रोवर्टेड.
हीरोइन का भाई है. Okay.
And then suddenly there is a net session where they show Siddesh Lad walking up to Jayawardene and asking this question. First of all, कैमरा है तो वैसा इंसान जाके ये चीज करेगा नहीं, भाई मुझे कब खिला रहा है. And Jayawardene tells him, देख ये सीजन में तो तेरा कुछ नहीं होने वाला है.
ये सीजन में तो ईशान किशन खेलेगा
क्योंकि हमने स्क्रिप्ट ऑलरेडी लिखा है.
Yes.
तो basically that. So that tells you कि काफी स्क्रिप्ट.
और उसके ऐसे ड्रामा वो एपिसोड खत्म ऐसा होता है कि दिखाते हैं उसके बाद भी एंड में सिद्धेश लाड नेट्स पे प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है.
And what about the Pollard arc where Pollard is struggling? और वो वाला देखा है तूने नेट में जब Pollard is not middling the ball but then जयवर्धने एक बहुत ब्रेव कॉल लेता है.
बोलता नहीं भेजो आज उसको, जब सब बोलते उसको मत खिलाओ और फिर वो मैच होता है.
तो ऐसा तो नहीं है कि मैच होने के बाद ये चीज उन लोगों ने.
मुझे तो लगता है कि ऐसा ही है
ड्रेसिंग रूम
होने के बाद.
Very likely, yeah.
Because there is one more incident like that, Evan Lewis, which is I think the best of the lot. भाई लुइस को खेलना ही नहीं है, वो हर दिन बोल रहा है कि I don't think I am fit. And then there is Nitin Patel, वो जाके बोल रहा है कि नहीं, I think you are fit enough. 2 इंजेक्शन के बाद तो तू खेल लेगा.
अरे हाँ इंजेक्शन यार, वो इंजेक्शन मुझे बहुत डूबियस लग. क्या है वो 2-3 जगह हुआ. इंजेक्शन ले लो ठीक हो जाएगा. क्या है वो?
नितिन पटेल वॉक्स अप टू एनीबॉडी विद अ निगल और बोलता है 2 इंजेक्शन.
मतलब टट्टी नहीं हो रही, इंजेक्शन ले लो, कुछ भी हो जाए इंजेक्शन ले लो.
भाई देखो, I just have a theory. Maybe it's a गौमूत्र इंजेक्शन.
ओह
बस कर दिया ना क्रॉसओवर. नो वन वांट
क्रॉसओवर.
गेम ऑन है जी.
Okay, getting back to the test.
अच्छा टेस्ट में ऐसा कुछ है क्या, कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग आर्क जो तुझे ऐसा लगता हो आदित्य? जो
the arc is basically for I mean Smith,
Mitchell Marsh also.
So Mitch Marsh उनके ड्रेसिंग रूम का जॉनी लीवर है, right? That's what it came out to be.
Yes.
Yeah, so
मुझे तो थोड़ा सा वो भी लगा, लेकिन जैसे लंबू शाह ने वो जब आर्चर बॉलिंग कर रहा है स्टीव स्मिथ को, दैट्स फास्ट.
Yeah.
But वो ड्रामेटिक अच्छा लगा यार वो सेशन. मतलब
yeah, that was well. I mean that's how that.
So even the dramatization of that segment is like that is a spell of the game which actually felt that way. तो वहां पे ड्रामेटाइजेशन ठीक है. ऐसा नहीं कि तुम राजस्थान रॉयल्स को 5वें मैच में खेल रहे हो, 500 बाउंड्री में वो 1 बाउंड्री है और उसके लिए तुम ऐसा सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हो जैसे कि टूर्नामेंट जीत गए. मतलब
yeah. So yeah,
वो आईपीएल जीते थे ना, लेकिन मैं भूल एंड में आईपीएल जीते हैं ना वो साल.
हाँ नहीं उस साल नहीं जीते. नहीं उसके अगले साल जीते. इस साल आई वाज लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू सीजन 2 ऑफ क्रिकेट फीवर बट
अरे मुझे किसी ने बताया था कि क्रिकेट फीवर जो होगा वो हर सीजन एक दूसरी टीम को कवर करेगा.
yeah, that's what I thought because it was cricket fever Mumbai Indians, so then maybe cricket fever Kings 11.
I was hoping for cricket fever Mumbai Indians season 2 to see how
I was hoping for cricket fever RCB because that would have been epic.
My interest was, see I have a conspiracy theory. I feel कि जिसने भी ये स्क्रिप्ट लिखा है and the people who executed this they hate Akash Ambani. Okay, so they basically were parodying Akash Ambani और उसको वो लोग बता रहे थे कि सर क्या शॉट लिया आप ये बोलो. and basically they were screwing Akash Ambani through this. ठीक है, तो क्योंकि पहले सीन में तो कुछ भी बोल रहा है यार, I wear my red underwear every day, मतलब
हाँ वो हाँ I wear something red every day, ये वाला मैंने भी देखा था. And
today
then
I'm
वो
wearing
his mom comes in and it's for the first time you'll see, it's for the first time you're going to see that a young kid who wants to partner his mom in a business venture, something like that. कुछ तो bullshit वो
he's like, Akash, calm down. Like,
अच्छा, और and what about the other Ambani? Like
वो नहीं है. I think
what about the Eric of their family?
I think वो उनके घर का Steve Wozniak है.
Eric Ambani है वो.
मतलब उसको दिखाया ही नहीं है.
हाँ.
और
मुकेश भाई को भी तो नहीं दिखाया है.
मुकेश भाई को बीच में एक बार दिखाया है, वो जब उन लोग टीम सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं, गुड मैंने बीच में फोन लेके हाथ में, अरे गुड बेटा गुड.
पूजा में थे क्या मुकेश भाई? शुरू में
पूजा में भी
थे क्या उसमें? ओके, क्योंकि वो पंडित जी भी कुछ बोले थे कि ये साल जरूर जीतेंगे, हमने सही टाइम पे इनॉग्रेशन किया है, समथिंग लाइक दैट, राइट? आई थिंक यू गाइस डिडंट वॉच इट सीरियसली.
I mean, the documentary that I would really like to see is I hope John Wright जो है ना वो कुछ secret camp से record कर रहा हो इतने सालों से, and he should
there's an ABC documentary on YouTube about 3 months of Greg Chappell's tenure as a coach in Indian cricket, and it goes like into like basically Greg Chappell allows them to get into his life, so you see a lot of his anger and his frustration. It's from his point of view that how dysfunctional Indian cricket is, and it's a fascinating watch.
But John Wright ka book has I actually mentioned a lot of this, so I think Indian Summers में उसने लिखा है काफी ये चीज के बारे में कि how the first net session that he walks into, सहवाग, गांगुली and all the entire senior lot बैठ के चाय और पार्ले जी बिस्किट खा रहे हैं, and there is someone else bringing them biscuits tray में, और वो लोग नेट सेशन के 1 घंटे पहले 1 घंटे तक ये चीज कर रहे हैं. So
this reminds me, if for our listeners, I don't know how many of them have watched many cricket documentaries. So there is another cricket documentary on YouTube called A Bat and Ball War about the India-Pakistan series in 1999 when Pakistan. और उसमें लंच में दिखा रहे कि ये इन लोग चिकन कोरमा और चावल खा रहे हैं लंच में, टेस्ट मैच के लंच में वसीम अकरम खा रहा है.
पाकिस्तान में आई एम प्रीटी श्योर वसीम अकरम मेंशन कि as late as a couple of PSL seasons ago they were still doing it.
हाँ, yeah, this I remember. Yeah. In fact, Abhi Wasim Akram also tweeted that it has improved. Like he actually tweeted something like a comparison कि मतलब पहले proper बिरयानी टाइप रखी होती थी.
ये गेम ऑन में बताया था वसीम अकरम ने. गुलाब जामुन खा रहे हैं, बिरयानियां खा रहे हैं ये लोग.
बिरयानी का ऐसा है कि वसीम अकरम ने शायद गेम ऑन में है मैं बोला कि इसमें बोला कि कायदे आजम ट्रॉफी में अपेरेंटली लंच में बिरयानी को लेके बड़ा सा वो तसला लेके बिरयानी बनाते हैं और वो बिरयानी खाते हैं लोग लंच में.
And this was apparently very common even when these teams, India and Pakistan, were touring overseas. So local Indians and Pakistanis would bring them food.
81 All Out did an episode, right, on New Zealand, and they covered this, which I found so not New Zealand, this uncle, our uncle
Lokpalli.
Vijay Lokpalli, yes, and I was kind of shocked how normal it was for Vijay Lokpalli. Like हाँ ऐसा वो ही अच्छा था. Like basically his point of view was कि हाँ अच्छा था कि दाल चावल खाते थे. I don't know. हाँ एग्जैक्टली वो अनिल कुंबले जब भी आता था तो कुछ लेके जरूर आता था, और कोई राइस बना के लाता था, कोई रसम में. राइस रसम खा के तुम मैच खेलोगे तो कहाँ से जीतोगे यार.
मतलब 1 घंटा सोने का तो मन करेगा ही करेगा अगर वो सब खा लिए दोपहर को. एंड इमेजिन लाइक बीइंग द बैट्समैन हु वॉक्स इनटू बैट.
ये अभी तो टी पे भी तो ऐसे कुछ नहीं, मतलब चिकन पफ और ये सब जैसे क्या बोलते चिकन समोसा टाइप को नहीं खा के आते हैं ना, बिकॉज that's why the third session वो जो lower order.
हाँ वो भी हो सकता है.
Maybe. So they're
finally
actually
we have found the answer.
Yeah, they're actually on snooze for the first 15 overs after tea.
So that is something. John Wright's Indian Summers, if you haven't read, I think that's a recommendation.
And I will go back to Cricket Fever because I think that is
because
our episode.
because you have cricket fever.
Because we
Because
spoke
I
about
have-
the test, so that gives us a chance to talk about cricket fever.
Yeah.
So the one thing that anyone who has watched that will notice is that there is not a lot of Rohit Sharma.
So
Yeah.
before go doing that, let's just wrap up the test. तो-
Okay.
तो- so मेरा
मसाला तो उसमें नहीं है ना. हाँ,
हाँ,
तो
तो the only thing was तो उसका trailer and the fact that Amazon was producing it until I had seen Cricket Australia Presents, Cricket Australia TV or whatever. तो first of all मुझे तो ये लग रहा था कि it was just going to be about the Ashes because it was called the Test, and honestly, other than the fact that sandpaper gate हुआ, उसके बाद कुछ ऐसा भी नहीं था कि which would be built up so much. Ashes was the one, right? So
Pujara.
so in 15 when I was about at 20 minutes or so in the first episode, I thought कि इसी में खत्म हो जाएगा जितना ये है. that would be all. But then after 20 minutes ये तो अभी तो ये they are now मतलब they're just discussing the one days in England in 2018.
हाँ.
I thought, ये तो कुछ तो गड़बड़ है. Then I looked at IMDb. तो उसमें 8 episodes थे. And it is rated 9.2. I don't know who has done that. Who are these people? But yeah, it's
So,
not 9.2.
but
It's
that's
a
also-
7-ish.
Yeah, but that's also because there is a dearth of good cricket documentaries. So,
I mean, Death of a Gentleman.
Death of a Gentleman, yeah,
Was-
but that's not very mainstream. I
And yeah,
think there is one by BBC on Woolmer. Right?
I hope BBC releases the Cronia episode as a documentary if they have videos. I don't
It's
know.
a
That-
phenomenal podcast.
That's literally like Oscar
That's a
nomination
documentary.
worthy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's very haunting as a cricket.
Anyway, so to wrap up the test before going to Cricket Fever, it's watch it if you have a lot of time. थोड़ा 1.52x speed पे देख लो या skip करके देख
अब
लो.
तो
Don't
टाइम का क्या कमी है यार?
actually don't miss the India wala part because I think they show that parts of Kohli's 100 on Perth, and then obviously the last 2 episodes which were the Ashes. Other than that, it's just meh.
Going back to the cricket fever.
Going back to the main.
Oh, so there is one incident which sticks with you, which is basically Steve Smith's first 100 in the Ashes, and how the fans at Edgbaston then follow the team bus, Barmiami and the kind of slurs and stuff like. I think that part was pretty cool.
Can I go back to what you
Yes,
want to talk
sorry.
about?
Go on.
Siddesh Lada, yeah.
So one thing that you will notice is that there is not a lot of Rohit Sharma in that documentary, right?
Yes.
And I think it is because when Rohit Sharma was talking to the team is when actual strategy was discussed. So so basically when they planned the documentary, they were like, महिला का कोई काम तो है नहीं. हाँ, तो महिला को तो basically महिला and ये Akash Ambani, they are like the documentary is to propel Akash Ambani, and to propel Akash Ambani to give him validity, you need someone from the actual team staff to like show कि हाँ वो जो कह रहा है उसको कुछ इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है. तो महिला, तो आई थिंक ऑल द डिसीजंस वर मेड बाय रोहित शर्मा. फिर वो इन लोगों को बता दिया जाता है कि भाई देखो ये डिसीजन लिया है हमने. फिर उन लोगों को एक्ट आउट करते थे कि कैसे उन लोगों ने वो डिसीजन लिया है. ठीक है. और कुछ जगहों पे वो भी हुआ जो जैसे कि लाइक चेन्नई सुपर किंग्स के साथ मैच के पहले महिला बोल रहे कि मयंक मार्कंडे, लाइक कैसे हाउ आर यू श्योर कि मयंक मार्कंडे विल बी लाइक योर की प्लेयर एंड ही एंड्स अप बीइंग योर की प्लेयर. या तो महिला जयवर्धन इतना अमेजिंग है कि मतलब फिर तो उसको सभी को कोच बना लो, या फिर लाइक यू हैव टू थिंक अबाउट इट लॉन्ग एंड हार्ड कैसे हो रहा है ये.
तो, अपने आइकॉन पाजी नहीं है इसमें, सचिन पाजी.
Icon Paji is having ice cream in every single frame.
Okay. ये आइकॉन
Match-
क्या, like what is this position icon, like do Mumbai Indians like double click on Sachin Tendulkar and they start up, मतलब है क्या ये, what is this position?
पता नहीं, सचिन तेंदुलकर को वो लोग आइसक्रीम खिलाते हैं शगुन के लिए एंड दैट
हर मैच में
हर मैच
में
और मैच के बाद भी. और एक
और-
क्लीशे बोलना जरूरी है सचिन को, लाइक प्ले द गेम हार्ड, टाइम द बॉल वेल एंड बॉल इज
What is this advice? Time the ball well.
एंड बॉल इज कमिंग.
guys, you have to remember, guys, you have to score 1 run extra to win the game. That is all.
और उससे भी सचिन का भी प्रीमियम वर्जन अगर क्लीशे में चाहिए, दैट इज मालिंगा खड़ा है वहां पे, हंसता है हर फ्रेम में.
मलिंगा को पता है ना, क्योंकि मलिंगा को पता है कि क्या हो रहा है, इसलिए मलिंगा हंसता है। तो तुमको ना रोहित दिखाया ना बुमराह दिखाया ज्यादा, क्यों नहीं दिखाया? अगर तुम मुंबई इंडियंस में डॉक्यूमेंट्री बना रहे हो, तुम रोहित और बुमराह को नहीं दिखा रहे, तो मतलब क्या है चल रहा है?
क्या यार, आई मीन
सिद्धेश लाड, आकाश अंबानी, स्टार उस
आदित्य तारे का लव स्टोरी,
आदित्य तारे का लव स्टोरी। अरे सबसे बड़ा
है कि कैसे प्रपोज किया, ये सब है पूरा उसमें।
What?
किसने फिर मेरे को प्रपोज किया, आपकी बीवी आदित्य तारे की बीवी, हाँ फुल है वो सब।
और सबसे यू फॉरगॉट, उनका सबसे बड़ा स्टार हु गॉट फीचर्ड इन दैट डॉक्यूमेंट्री वाज पांड्या ब्रदर्स। उनके घर पे जाके वो देख,
ईशान के भी तो घर पे गए थे।
ईशान के घर पे शुरू में, बट पांड्या ब्रदर्स वर लाइक, दोनों ही क्रिंज एपिसोड्स थे बेसिकली। हाँ अच्छा, देयर इज वन मोर स्टोरी मैन, अभी
देखा मैंने बोला ना। हाँ, बोल।
मुस्तफिज।
ओ मुस्तफिज और उसका लैंग्वेज प्रॉब्लम।
लैंग्वेज
ओ माय
प्रॉब्लम,
गॉड, ये तो मैं भूल ही गया। ओ माय गॉड, ये मतलब ये भी एक पूरा एक आर्क है ये, कि मुस्तफिज के साथ कोई कम्युनिकेट नहीं कर पा रहा है।
और उसका शायरी कौन था उसका मैनेजर?
नफीस इकबाल।
हाँ।
वो एक्स बांग्लादेशी क्रिकेटर, और
हाँ,
वो
हाँ।
उससे मतलब बात कर रहा है। तो लेकिन प्रॉब्लम ये है कि मैच सिचुएशन में क्या हो रहा है मुस्तफिज के साथ।
हाँ।
मैच
तो महिला वाज बीइंग अ वेरी स्ट्रांग लीडर ना इन द टीम। तो महिला ने बोला कि देख, मैच के बाहर स्ट्रेटेजी तो समझा देगा, लेकिन अगर उसे अच्छा प्लेयर बनना है, इफ ही वांट्स टू बी रिमेम्बर्ड, if he wants to be remembered as more than just someone from Bangladesh, he uses the same words, ऐसे ही कुछ, he has to learn the language, you decide, ऐसे बोल के चला जाता है महिला।
और वो ड्रामेटिक म्यूजिक। लेकिन
हाँ।
एक और चीज कि ऐसा कितना सेंस ऑफ एंटाइटलमेंट है आकाश और उसकी माँ को, कि वो मतलब ऐसा दिखाया है डॉक्यूमेंट्री में, आई डोंट नो रियलिटी, हर मैच के बाद वो एक पेप टॉक देने आते हैं टीम को। कौन हो भाई तुम लोग, कितना पता तुम लोग क्रिकेट के बारे में, कि तुम लोग लाइक हर मैच में वेल प्लेड बॉयज, नो प्रॉब्लम, नेक्स्ट गेम वी विल डू इट बॉयज।
अरे सबसे डिप्रेसिंग बात क्या था बता, मतलब इट इज काइंड ऑफ डार्क कॉमेडी टाइप। एक मैच में नीता भाभी आके बोलती है कि अगले मैच में वी हैव अ लॉट ऑफ लेस प्रिविलेज्ड स्कूल किड्स हु विल बी वाचिंग द मैच, तुमको तो जीतना ही है, मतलब बेसिकली बोल दिया। और सचिन का बर्थडे भी है, अब तो तुम्हारे पास ऑप्शन नहीं है, जीतना है तुमको। और ये लोग जाके हैदराबाद के खिलाफ मैच हार जाते हैं, 100 रन चेस नहीं होता है इनसे। दैट वाज क्वाइट, मतलब एंटी क्लाइमैक्स वो पूरे एपिसोड का वही था बेसिकली, पूरे सीजन का। और नीता भाभी बस के अंदर जाके लोगों को बोलती है कि हिप हिप हुरे चिल्लाओ बेसिकली।
अरे हाँ, पूरे टीम आफ्टर मी हिप हिप, पूरा टीम होता हो रहे।
अच्छा, okay, one second. So in this particular scene, is the whole team there, या इसमें भी important बुमराह और वो नहीं है?
नहीं,
बस में सारे लोग हैं,
बस में सब हैं, पर मतलब फोकस फिर भी, मतलब नाउ दैट आई रिमेम्बर, आई रियलाइज दैट फोकस वाज प्राइमरली ऑन जयवर्धने, ईशान किशन, पांड्या ब्रदर्स पे भी मेनली लाइक उनके घर पे जाने के बाद। हाँ, पांड्या ब्रदर्स एंड तारे एंड सिद्धेश लाड एंड पोलार्ड। और पोलार्ड और इवान लुइस का एंगल ऐसा है कि इन लोग मतलब अच्छा नहीं खेल रहे हैं या खेलना नहीं चाह रहे, और अचानक से महिला जयवर्धन ने कुछ जादू कर दिया एंड लाइक ही टुक अ कॉल।
और कैसे इवन लुइस इज होम सिक और पोलार्ड उसको कैसे एट होम फील कराता है, क्योंकि वो लोग दोनों ट्रिनिडाड से हैं। वो भी एक
मुझे ये लगा कि गवा सनी जी को ले आते हैं।
You on my man.
Exactly.
सनी जी आ जाते हैं।
सनी जी हो जाता है।
सनी जी करते भी होंगे ऑफ कैमरा, never know. So that is cricket fever. I'd definitely like a sequel to this. I want to know कि ईशान किशन आगे क्या करता है? Did he stop playing PlayStation? मतलब so many questions.
अच्छा, what did he used to play in PlayStation?
वो नहीं बताता है।
Cricket 19 तो नहीं खेलता।
I don't know if it is euphemism, क्योंकि वो लोग बोलते हैं कि कल रात को तुम इतने देर तक क्या कर रहे थे?
2 बजे तक खेल रहे थे।
2 बजे तक मैं PlayStation खेल रहा था, तो you don't know ना। तो
Maybe Ishan Kishan has a parallel career streaming, himself playing PlayStation, Twitch gamer.
Never know. So there are so many plot lines which questions have not been answered. तो sequel तो बनता है।
अच्छा, इस सीजन में rather, were there some games where Pollard was the captain, रोहित was injured, ऐसा कुछ हुआ था क्या?
नहीं,
I mean, wait, in which season? Oh, मतलब जब documentary बनी तब. Then.
हाँ.
नहीं
Okay, I
नहीं नहीं,
don't.
पोलार्ड को
then
तो बिठाया था बाहर ना उन लोगों ने.
Oh,
पोलार्ड didn't
but-
play a lot of games. हाँ.
Basically, because the something that I remember is like Pollard comes across as this inspirational leader, right?
He
the
seems like the
documentary,
most
like-
sensible guy in the group.
हाँ. तो इसलिए मुझे ऐसा लगा कि क्या था कि कुछ गेम्स में कैप्टन वैप्टन नहीं था ना वो.
नहीं कुछ नहीं था, बट उसको उन लोगों ने रोल दिया था चीयर लीडर टीम का. मतलब पोलार्ड अगर बात करता है तो उसमें वजन है बात में वैसे. तो इवन व्हेन
पोलार्ड को
ही इज द वन हु स्पीक्स हिज माइंड. तो बेसिकली पोलार्ड वाला जो रोल है वो उस्मान ख्वाजा का है उसमें टेस्ट में.
Oh, okay.
अच्छा.
उस्मान ख्वाजा
तो
डज
डाइवर्सिटी के लिए.
हाँ, तो उस्मान ख्वाजा स्पीक्स
Yes.
exactly man, same script. ख्वाजा speaks his mind. This is what Langer says कि भाई मुझे ख्वाजा अच्छा लगता है क्योंकि वो he doesn't mince his words.
Yes.
तो I think the same thing Pollard does. Pollard आके बोलता है we played shit guys. तो in front of Neeta Bhabhi and Jayawardene. Did you listen to what Polly said?
ये कौन बोलता है?
ये महिला.
This is Aditya trying to show that he.
Oh my God.
तुम एक मोमेंट आदित्य, आई डोंट नो इफ यू रिमेम्बर दिस मोमेंट. ईशान किशन के ऊपर जा रहा हूँ मैं वापस. जहाँ पे जिम में इन लोग और ईशान किशन सबको कुछ करके दिखा रहे कि देखो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ. क्या था वो, याद है क्या तेरे को?
हाँ, वो उसको कुछ
और अचानक महिला आता है, व्हाई यू डूइंग दिस ईशान.
तो वो 12th स्टैंडर्ड में जब स्कूल में प्रैक्टिकल्स के टाइम नॉनसेंस करते रहते हैं ना, तो ईशान किशन बेसिकली वैसे कुछ कर रहा था. पुशअप्स करना था या कुछ दिखाना था उसको, एंड ये कुछ ऐसा ओवर स्मार्टनेस कर रहा था. तो महिला पीछे से आता है, व्हाई आर डूइंग
मतलब
दिस.
ये बस मुझे पता कि ये कैसे ये नहीं स्क्रिप्टेड है. कैसे कोई बोल सकता है कि स्क्रिप्टेड नहीं है.
So just to end this topic on cricket
I will
documentaries.
never end on this,
So-
but yeah.
So is there any Indian series which you really want a cricket documentary to be made? You wish a documentary was made?
2001 Australia.
Ganguly पे आ जाएंगे फिर हम तो.
Yeah, there's 2001 definitely, and I think 2011 World Cup कुछ ज़्यादा ही perfect हो गया था ना इंडिया के लिए. So yeah, so it was
मेरे लिए
one of
3.
those. हाँ, मतलब it shouldn't be ending on that high, right? I mean, वो फिर बहुत ही ज़्यादा वो guilty pleasure feel good वाली documentary हो जाएगी.
वैसे 2011 there is sort of a documentary which ICC produced. So
I mean, I don't know about the series, but I would like to have. I mean, again, impossible dream है because India is involved. That Phil Hughes wali series. I mean, because just the way, just the backdrop of what happened, and then the Kohli centuries. That is something that I would like to.
I think it just for the sheer amount of footage that can be gotten. I think 2003 India's tour of Pakistan. 2003-4 जो भी था. Because
Basically,
वो it was like
पंडित from Pakistan का documentary.
Exactly. And the thing is कि अब मुझे नहीं पता कि हम कब खेलेंगे पाकिस्तान से टेस्ट सीरीज, कभी खेलेंगे भी कि नहीं हमारे जिंदा रहते हुए. बट जब भी हो तो उसके ऊपर डॉक्यूमेंट्री यार आई होप बने.
बट उसमें एटलीस्ट बुक तो है अच्छा तो.
Yeah.
बट डॉक्यूमेंट्री होती है यार. क्रिकेट फीवर को देखो.
But see, the 2005 Ashes has a really good documentary. So 2001 definitely deserves one, but sadly India है तो नहीं मिलेगा हमको.
Yeah.
तो
Okay,
बस
जी.
with that I want to go back to the test because one of the core theme of the test is the sandpaper gate, right? And maybe let's start with Nishant this time. Nishant, so what is cheating for you when it comes to cricket? I mean, clearly sandpaper gate or what Bancroft did was outside of the set norms of the game.
Yeah.
But is in their cricketing point of view, is there a possible place where a bowler can do something with the ball?
I mean, they sort of do. See, first of all, it's very difficult to define what is cheating, other than like the obvious things, like spot fixing हो रही है या तुम पैसे लेके ही कुछ गड़बड़ कर रहे हो. So that's different, like what Kronia used to do. But as long as set rules में कुछ हो रहा है, that should not be cheating. That's what I mean, because a lot of these things, of course, the particular Sandgate incident, it was cheating. That's a separate matter that I don't think, they should have gotten the bans the way they got. I think it got worse because they tried to hide it after being caught on camera. So again, sorry. So what was your question again? So
Question is there some kind of, I don't know, using, like, basically at this moment we might, so sandpaper is cheating, right? Sandpaper is
yes,
cheating.
yes, definitely, yeah, because
Uh,
it's not in the laws, so it's cheating.
Yeah. Is rubbing jelly beans on the ball? I mean, it's considered cheating also. Even rubbing your nails on the seam is considered cheating also.
Yeah.
However, when a batsman feels like he can play with a lighter bat, he can play with a heavier bat.
Yeah, the
Those
edges,
bats.
the limits on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
edges and all.
So is there
So,
something that the bowler can do which you think should be allowed? Or
uh, it's tough, right? Because the bats actually improve, in when you are supposedly, I don't want to use the word cheat, but when the ball is trying to do the same thing, it's the ball, you're damaging the ball in some or the other way. So I don't know. I mean, it's tricky. I don't think all of a sudden they should allow tampering. Yeah, because then where does it stop? Can you use jelly beans? Can you use sandpapers? Can you use nails? Can you use knife? I don't know. I mean, so I honestly am split on this. I don't. I mean, I'm on the fence. I don't know if the bowler should actually be allowed to do something to the ball.
I'll actually work on the ball itself, not allowing the bowlers to work
yeah,
on the ball. I'd say have a more pronounced seam, something like that. So something where the
Yeah,
regulations
yeah. Take it out of the hands of the ball players, basically.
players
Yeah.
and say you obviously know. So now there is, I think, enough to suggest that the Duke's ball does more, right? So both in West Indies, when they changed from the Kookaburra to the Dukes, uh, you do see that Test cricket in the West Indies has become more exciting. So I'd say at least do something of that sort, like make the seam more pronounced in the Kookaburra in Australia, where the wickets are getting a lot flatter. Do that in the UAE. I think there's something the ICC can work on, because the moment you can have, it becomes very fuzzy, right? So if you cannot have some explicitly written rules, so where do you draw the line, as Nishant says? So that is where the problem arises.
so what I think is the
See, one thing which I don't know if how much possible it is, but it might actually be difficult for the player themselves. But like the switch hit, that should be allowed for the bowlers as well. Like, I don't know, some version of that, like ugly ball left arm kar di. But again, that depends on the player itself. It's not easy to do that.
So the teams do ball management already, right? What I mean, basically, what they do is they try to keep one side shiny, and sometimes they will like throw the ball from the field on bounce so that the other side, or like do
To
something
rough up
India,
one side, yeah.
India
rough
were
up one
good at
side.
it during Zaheer and Dhoni's captaincy, basically.
Yeah.
In Test cricket.
So that's not cheating,
That's not
right?
cheating.
No.
But where is the line? Is my question. So like, will or is it completely up to the umpires?
But even there, the umpires these days don't take that. So umpires, if they see people throwing it one bounce too often, you do see umpires stepping in these days.
But are there some guidelines regarding this? ICC
No, I don't
guidelines?
think there are explicit guidelines regarding that. The guidelines only suggest that no external means can be used to deteriorate the condition of the ball.
Well, external is what? Like you're playing on the ground, so that's not external in my opinion.
But it's again the spirit of the game, fuzzy area.
Yeah, this again.
Yeah, that's my thing. So for example, and this is a very small thing, but like every time that you see Jadeja ball, right? What he does is, you must have noticed he puts both his palms on the pitch, rubs the pitch, then rubs his hand, and then takes the ball.
Yeah.
Which clearly, like, there is some sand on his hand now, and then
वो
he
ग्रिप
like
के लिए कर रहा है ना वो चीज.
grip के लिए कर रहा है. What happens, like, so I mean, and I know, like, when I ask this question, that I know that it's legal, and like taking sand in your pocket and then rubbing it on the ball is illegal. But I just feel that because the batsmen have so many advantages, it's just
Yeah, that and plus you already have in ODIs you have 2 new balls. अब उसमें भी you are saying कि bounce पे मत फेंको. So what are you like? What does the fielding team do?
खुदा का खौफ का है, थोड़ा रहम करें bowlers पे. As
मेरा दिमाग में एक है कि मतलब मुझे ऐसा लगता है, just saying, and I know we tinker with test cricket a lot, cricket in general a lot, but how do you guys feel about this? Ki when a test match is, when an innings is about to start, right? The fielding captain has options, 4 options. He can either pick a new ball, or he can pick a 25 or 20 over old ball. And if he picks that, then he's only allowed to bowl, like, because after every 80 overs we change the ball, right? He's only allowed to use that ball for the next 60 overs, or 40 overs, or 60 overs, right? So he gets these 4 options, and he can pick any of these options to start the bowling. और जितने भी ओवर्स उस बॉल में अवेलेबल होंगे, उतने ओवर्स करने के बाद फिर आपको वापस से वो चॉइस मिलेगा. दैट वे, आई मीन, आई नो कि लाइक हम बोलते हैं कि लाइक एक परफेक्ट क्रिकेट पिच वो होता है जिसमें शुरू के 3 दिन बाउंस होता है, फिर आखिरी के 2 दिन स्पिन होता है. बट दैट वे अ टीम लाइक बांग्लादेश कैन बेसिकली जस्ट प्ले 5 स्पिनर्स एंड कीप bowling with 60 over old balls, and basically even in a place like Australia be like more competitive than they are currently.
No, but so you're saying the fielding captain gets the option, so it's after the toss then.
Yeah, whoever is
Okay.
bowling. So like, agar toss, whoever has the bowling innings, that captain can decide what kind of ball he wants to start with.
The one problem that I see with this is, see, overall in a cricketing utopia, you want to see all skills compete against each other. अब इसमें, like you said, I mean, with teams like Bangladesh, maybe even Afghanistan, pace तो फिर पेसर तो कोई आएगा ही नहीं वहाँ से.
But क्यों, मतलब जरूरी क्यों है पेसर का आना?
Because it's a cricket skill, so you should have. I mean, I'm not saying obviously you I mean, depending on the conditions you play and you grow up in, you need not necessarily have 4 seamers and 1 spinner. You can have 2 seamers and 2 spinners, things like that. But होना तो चाहिए ना. Otherwise, if you, and I mean, फिर overall जो cricket में skills चाहिए, like a fast bowler, how does he bowl with a new ball and an old ball? वो कहाँ से test होगा? Like how will you get that?
What do you think about this, Aditya?
I still stick to, I don't know, because even if, say, a side like Bangladesh is touring, I don't know how that will solve this problem, right? So even with a new ball, spinners are going to be ineffective at Perth or Sydney or Adelaide, on a greenish Adelaide. So how are they going to solve this issue then? I don't think it will be a level playing field even there, right?
I mean, so like, for example, Bangladesh tours Australia, even Ireland, if they tour Ireland, so Bangladesh में तो they can make do with, they can play all spinners.
Where it
because of the
really doesn't
conditions-
matter whether the ball is old or new.
Yeah, and then how would they? Now you don't have any pacers, and now how would you react when you go to Ireland? So
It will worsen it will become more lopsided that way for touring sides. I'd say rather,
I think do something with the toss, or let the visiting captain decide. I think that is a much reasonable solution to me.
or the side that wins the first toss in the first test then doesn't get to pick. So that the next test the toss automatically goes to the other side. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And so with that, I think we have covered the primary things that we wanted to talk about in this episode. Unless you guys have some more memories of some of the great cricket documentaries that you've seen and you want to talk about. I mean, we were talking about Cricket Fever, and I'm not going to talk about Cricket Fever anymore, but if you guys have seen the 99 tour documentary, तो वो जो there is this thing with Indians, we like emotional stuff, right? We like emotional porn. And उसमें याद है there is this fan who's basically a paraplegic. And he's going to watch in Chennai, the Chennai test match. And so basically we kind of love that kind of shit.
So isn't there another documentary about 2011 since you mentioned the one where Kunal Nayyar produced?
Three fans looking at the World Cup.
World Cup, so we had completely forgot that.
Oh, Kunal Nayyar था क्या?
उसने या प्रोड्यूस किया है या फिर वॉइस ओवर दिया है, something like that. Kunal Nayyar is associated with it, so
okay.
So that has
I haven't seen it yet.
This Sachin super fan ना, उसका नाम क्या, सुधीर.
अरे वो तो एक अलग आइटम है यार.
तो वो he is one of the 3 fans that they track.
He's creepy, man. Seriously, like, have you guys read that piece that Caravan did on him? Oh my God, this guy needs help, basically.
No, I haven't.
I linked that piece to you guys, and I mean, basically, this guy, like, I mean, we like cricket. That's why we do this pod. But this guy has given up on everything. He left his job, and he basically cycles to any place that
Sachin was playing.
Match happens in India, and even now. And like, he doesn't have money. His family doesn't have any money. He crowdfunds, gets tickets. Sometimes the Indian cricket team gets him tickets, whatever. They want him to be there. But like, how long will he like do this? Because I mean, this, I don't know. I reading that piece, I just felt that he needs some help.
I mean, yeah, just what he does with his time and with his life definitely needs help.
Which is a somber note to end this podcast.
Okay. Let us end this podcast on this somber note. And I think from all the 3 of us, I think Pandits from Pakistan is a book that we would recommend based on the kind of discussion that happened.
And John Wright's Indian Summers.
I mean, yeah, and actually all the others that we mentioned except Cricket Fever.
Also Cricket Fever.
No, watch Cricket Fever, yeah.
No, I mean, that's on a different, I mean, and that's for a different mood. But yeah, the BBC podcast on Clooney, The Death of a Gentleman, the documentary,
2005 Ashes, the
2005 Ashes, yeah.
So a lot of them actually. So
yeah, and some episodes, I don't know how he does, but some episodes, have you guys seen? I'm pretty sure कुछ तो देखा ही होगा. The Gaurav Kapoor का जो है, Breakfast with Champions.
हाँ, वो तो सभी देखे.
अभी एक और नया चालू है, Spicy,
which isn't as good.
No, but he does a good job. मतलब even though he's talking to Kohli and Rohit Sharma, थोड़ा सा एक personal, मतलब
हाँ, because it's just style, like.
I even like the Ganguly episode उसका.
गांगुली वाला नहीं देखा मैंने.
मतलब खुद भी वो कम थोड़ा. When I was 16, I went to England to play second division league. My father sent me, and I was staying in this small home in.
This small mansion तो नहीं बोला कहीं.
Small mansion.
Small mansion with only five bathrooms and 6 rooms.
And only 3 butlers. I mean, can you imagine?
So first time that he comes back from England, 97 में, तो 96 में, so there is a mini celebration in Calcutta. वो भी describe करता है वो उसमें. So like they host like a huge dinner and he's embarrassed.
He's like, we Bengalis rarely have had any heroes who are like physical in nature. This is like the closest that we have. I mean, our best cricketer is Riddhiman Saha, and you look at him.
What about Tamim Iqbal?
That's a great, actually. I mean, I consider him Bengali. I consider all Bangladeshi. I mean, Bangladesh and West Bengal is all Bengal for me.
Yeah. So
the best cricketer.
Then to फिर can you even talk? Can you talk about anyone other than, I mean, अपने commentator भाई?
Oh, Stutter Ali Khan.
Stutter Ali Khan.
I think the greatest Bengali cricketer has to be Shakib Al Hasan.
For me, I think the icon, even more than Shakib Al, I think the guy who set the trend is Mohammad Rafiq.
मतलब Shakibul is like he's perhaps the
actually-
only Bengali
he's the-
cricketer who will walk into any team.
Any team, yeah, actually.
See,
Yeah.
शाकिब तो बाद में आया. मोहम्मद रफीक actually वो prototype he set up, and every Bangladeshi left arm spinner is Mohammad Rafiq spiritually.
हाँ, spiritually.
Yeah.
जैसे
Like Saqlain
Pakistan-
Mushtaq. हाँ.
हाँ,
Yeah.
Pakistan has Abdul Qadir and then all leg spinners are Abdul Qadir and all off spinners
And
are
all
Saq-
off spinners are Saqlain Mushtaq.
तो वैसे लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिन एंड अब्दुल रजाक मोहम्मद रफीक वो एक पूरा सीक्वेंस में. सो या वी हैव गॉन अगेन ऑन अ टैंजेंट. सो आई थिंक
अपने पॉडकास्ट का नाम
behind.
टेंजेंट होना चाहिए था.
द क्रिकेट टैंजेंट पॉडकास्ट.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
सो कॉट बिहाइंड जी.
Caught behind
Caught
it.
behind है. Stay safe, stay home, and keep listening to this.
गेम ऑन रखिए अपना, बाहर मत जाइए.
एंड वी होप टू गिव यू मोर एपिसोड्स इन द फ्यूचर.
Yes.
It's a short ball. Babin moves back and falls fastly past square leg. So this is cricket.
Victory to the Australians by 8 wickets.
He's done it. Got him. Round. He's got two. Beautifully caught.
He's done it.